Alright, well, I'm trying to do a quick demo here just to show you. It might end up being a longer video, right? Because I'm on the 5-minute time frame and I'm trying to show you. See, again, my Stoch system. Got the up, right? And then it comes down, and then resets and moved up, and we got these candles moving up. But you see how quickly the Stoch moved up? We only had a few candles. Now it's already turning down on the 5-minute. Now it's going to come down. Now I'm going to make money on my short. If you look at the 15-minute, similar with the 15-minute, right? They had this big dump, right as the Stoch was bottoming out. Now look at where I am on the Stoch, moving the cursor. Here, let me do this. Let's do full screen mode. And you can see where the Stoch bottomed out and then moved up. We had a couple big green candles and then a big move down. Now it's starting to turn up again, so we get that nice green candle. We'll get a nice little bounce potentially here, maybe get rejected at the 55 EMA. That's on the 15-minute model, but I'm doing a short-term quick little short because this 5-minute is going to come back down. Now if the 5-minute comes back down below the bottom, the prior bottom, that invalidates the 15-minute model and it erases this green candle, and then that little crossover turning up on the Stoch on the 15-minute, that's not complete yet. There's still 8 minutes left on this candle, so it's possible that can come undone. We can actually go even lower here, so it might be a really short trade, but I'm definitely making money on the short because I bought up here, so I'm already up like 3-5% with a couple arbitrage trades on the bot that I'm running. So when you're looking at the different time frames, I can say, all right, well, now if I look at the hourly is in the middle of a retrace. So if I ignore that 15-minute, I let it go up, right? Say the 15-minute, we get a reversal on the 15-minute Stoch. It turns up here, right? We get a little bounce up here all the way to where that 55 EMA is, right up around, $94,500. We might bounce all the way up to there and then come back down again, and then I'm waiting to get down to these lower levels. I'd rather just make some quick gains in and out. So based on that 5-minute chart, if we come back down and I can end up closing out my trade down in this region, I'll make like 15-20% on that quick short, and that only took me like 45 minutes to make 15, 20, maybe even 25% profit. And then if I were to just hold and ignore what's going on with the ups and downs in the lower time frames and focus on the hourly is still in the middle of this correction, right? So we dump down and the Stoch's only halfway down. We still have plenty of room to go. We don't have any bullish diversions yet on the oscillators. RSI and Stoch still bearish, no bullish divergence, so it doesn't look like we're going to get an early premature bounce up on the hourly. However, on the 4-hour, we do look like we're pending a reversal. You can see it turning up here. It looks like we're going to get a nice bounce. That's why this is only a short-term trade where I'm shorting BTC with 50x leverage, right? After I get out of that short-term trade, I go to sleep, I wake up in the morning, then if we're on the way up and we're getting a nice bounce with that 4-hour reversal, then I could do a long. That would be a trade that instead of lasting an hour, might last 6, 7, 8 hours, but then again, look at the daily. Overall, the daily still needs to retrace a bit more, and I think it's probably going to come down to the top of the cloud, so we're going to pretty much touch 90 before we have a chance to start moving back up. But I think we have 2 more daily reversals, so we're going to have another dip like we just had right here with these 3 really red daily candles. We're going to have that again after 1 more bounce before this weekly fully reverses. Once the weekly fully reverses in like 8 to 12 days, that's when we can launch up to 125, 130K after the inauguration. So different time frames. I'm doing a really quick short right now where I'm making money. I'll probably get out of it quickly. Then I could probably do a really short long, maybe do a long while I'm sleeping because that bounce on the hourly will probably take us up a little bit. But overall, the 4-hour still needs to retrace. So it's like, you got to look at all the time frames, and you can do trades within the smaller time frames while holding a larger position based on the larger time frames. There's lots of ways you could work the strategy, but my models fit on all of those time frames, specifically the 15-minute, the 1-hour, the 4-hour, the daily, and the weekly. those are really the main ones. If you're scalping on the 1 second, 30 second, 1 minute, or even the 5 minute charts, it's really hard to get a consistent model. It's going to cycle in a way where you can get some predictability on the trend reversals, because a lot of the time it's all over the place, because all it takes is one big bulky trade with high volume and it'll completely invalidate that trend reversal. But when you have a larger candle and you're spread out over the course of an hour, the volume's a lot larger, and one big trade isn't going to cause a dump on that one candle. You see what I mean? Anyway, hopefully that explains the multiple different time frames, how I work it, and how I'm doing well on this little short-term short sell trade right now.